was surreal. And then I remember thinking, man, I mean, I really like this guy. You know, he likes to drink, I like to drink. He likes to fight, I like to fight. He likes to ride, I like to ride. He likes to live, I like to live. Like, man, we finish each other's sentences. Everything I already said. And then I look over at his refrigerator, and I see all these stickers and magnets and stuff, and my eyes just settled in on WWSD. And for the listeners that don't know, WWJD is very common in the Christ follower Christian community. What would Jesus do? You see the bracelets all the time. And I looked over and said, WWSD, what would Satan do? And I looked and I went, oh, yeah, we're not the same. We're not. I'm back. We'd be in the clubhouse and everybody's yelling. They're like, you know, again, people that don't know, whatever your biker club name is, you usually get these same sayings. So for the outlaws, it's outlaws forever, forever outlaws. Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. God forgives, outlaws don't. Yeah, yeah. It's better to be first in hell than second in heaven. And I'm like, what? T, what's...
Hang on.
I'm like, I'm not saying I'm a chalk walking Christian because I'm pretending to be a 1%er, you know, evil man. But what story have you ever heard of hell where it was good? I mean, are you helping me out here? So, yeah, it's a crazy bunch. But on that case, one of the biggest things that happened is we had been going for a year and a half and doing all these things. They've carjacked stuff. We're getting more and more evidence. There was a Hell's Angel president murdered in Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Terrible town.
Yeah.
Terrible town.
Is it? I don't.
Oh, Bridgeport's dangerous.
So Bridgeport, Connecticut, and the other Hell's Angel that was shot didn't die, and he was able to give a description of a green truck with Florida plates. We knew at that time that Florida outlaws were up in that area because they were hanging out with our targets. And even when I would call, I'd be like, hey, man, it's hot here right now. If you come out, you need to be strapping. I'm like, well, I don't want to fly with it. I don't want to put a bullseye on my back then. I'm like, hey, if I show up, man, we'll give you a vest. We'll give you a gun kind of thing. So we're doing all that. And now we get to the point to where we can, all the predications there, they've done wiretaps. The case team has been doing a wiretap. They know that there's drug deals going on. They're doing surveillance. And now we're to the point to where we can introduce that I used to be in the dope game as well. My story was that the reason I got out of it and only did the stolen stuff was because some of my peeps got popped because the heat was getting close. So I pulled chocks and I was out. And all I do now is move stolen equipment down because it's a lot less, the way I explained it, it was less likely for law enforcement to catch me. And then they would ask, well, how come a white guy's not cut out by all these Mexicans you're working with? And I go, because I'm the gringo that has the contact at the port of entry and the contacts at the checkpoints to pay them $15,000 to turn their head for 2 minutes and let our stuff go through. And that was really happening on the border. And I knew that because I was on the border working it. Again, real things. You're just putting them into your story. But I now let them know it took a long time. I don't put words in their mouth. But I started laying breadcrumbs over weeks and months that I did used to be in the dope game. And of course, Joe Dogg's the president. I mean, the first time I met him and he said, where are you from? I said, McAllen, Texas, on the border. His next question was, how much can you get a kilo of cocaine for? And I went, well, if we were needing predication, I think he just gave it. But his business skills weren't that great because I'd say, look, man, about $13,000 is what you could get a kilo for then on the border.